Hi, this is Chandrashekhar Prabhu reporting to you once again. As promised, today we shall be replying to most of the queries that you have been raising in the past 1 week. Yes, the Builders Association of India wrote a letter to the government telling them that they have 10,000 members and that they are willing to undertake the redevelopment of the old and dilapidated buildings and the slums of Mumbai. Some of the newspapers covered that, and one of them went just overboard. Of course, we understand that in a newspaper, the one who makes the headline is not necessarily the one who writes the article. And someone made a headline that the builders undertake to redevelop free of cost. I spoke to the office bearers of the Builders Association. No one offered to do anything free of cost. It's very obvious in today's time. Who are these Builders Association of India? What is this organization? When you say builders, immediately in your mind you get the names of the builders who are doing the projects of redevelopment today. These are not the same people. The Builders Association of India is an association of contractors. Those who undertake contract of government schemes and private schemes, those who build roads, those who build pipelines, those who build factories, those who also build bridges for the government. They work for the PWD, they work for the central PWD, they work for some builders and do odd jobs for them. And several years ago, when they registered their organization, there was no Builders Association because they built the roads, because they built infrastructure projects. They called themselves builders. So the Builders Association of India is not the builders who take up these projects and get rid of tenants. The ones whom we call the builders are not these people. The ones who we call the builders are members of MCHI or of CREDI or of NAREDCO. These are all associations where they call themselves developers or do things in different names. In MCHI, it is a Maharashtra Chambers of Housing Industry. In CREDI, it is the Real Estate Developers Association. So, they are not the builders that Builders Association of India is talking about. When I checked with the Builders Association of India, they told us that they have done work for the government of Maharashtra and the PWD, and bills of worth nearly 3,800 crores are pending from the government of Maharashtra to them. They have already, according to them, they have already undertaken the work to the satisfaction of the government of Maharashtra, and the government of Maharashtra is yet to pay them. So they are contractors. The builders whom we are talking about are the builders who borrow money from the market, buy properties, deal with the tenants, get rid of them if necessary, build the building, sell the surplus area and make tremendous amount of profits. The members of the Builders Association of India don't do that. What they offered the government of Maharashtra is that if the government of Maharashtra acquires the land on which the redevelopment project remain and hand over such lands to them after vacating those lands and shifting the people to alternate accommodations. The contractors in the Builders Association of India will construct buildings and hand them over to government. The government would then sell the surplus area and recover the cost. That was the proposal which the Builders Association of India put up before the government. So, it is not the builders whom we are afraid of. It is not the builders who have cheated the residents of Mumbai. It is not the builders who have vacated the tenants and the slum dwellers and stopped the work, stopped the rent given to them and brought them on the streets. It is not they. It is the contractors who work for the builders, who work for the government, who work for other organizations, who have offered to the government that if government agrees to take them as contractors and floats tenders for contract of these areas, they shall undertake the work. But then who acquires the land? According to the Builders Association of India, the acquisition will be done by government. Who vacates the tenants and the slum dwellers? According to the Builders Association of India, it's the government who should do that. Who will sell? According to the Builders Association of India, it's the government who will sell the surplus flats. Who will raise the funds? According to the Builders Association of India, it is government which will raise the funds. They will only undertake the construction as contractors. And that is the offer that they gave to them. It was misunderstood by the section of media. And some section of the media said they would do it free of cost. No, I spoke to them. They are not going to do anything free of cost. They are going to construct the building, obviously, for a reasonable amount of profit. And they will put together the labor and construct, but they expect government to raise the funds. Whether the government can raise the fund, whether the government has the wherewithal to run these kind of schemes, what has happened to schemes which government has already started like the BDD chawls, we shall deal with that in the next post. So with this is the explanation of what was the proposal of the Builders Association of India. With this, it is Chandrashekhar Prabhu bidding you au revoir and promising you that in the next couple of posts, we shall deal with how the Builders Association of India proposes to develop these buildings for the government, whether it is feasible and is it possible for us to give them this work and what are the risks involved. With this is Chandrashekhar Prabhu once again bidding you au revoir. Bye for now.